Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... This may well be a very short stream, but it's definitely a worthwhile stream. Perhaps I might have to rephrase the idea of this being a satire of Mutant Girl, because given that its origin was as a copycat series, masquerading as a find that William had rather than something that he created himself that just so happens to have emerged the day after I made a comment saying that there were no copycats, as one does. Except this time it has a different purpose. Instead of masquerading as a new show, because William was found out rather quickly in this manner, given the inside knowledge required to, make it in the way that it was. This time, William has actually been trying to make a return to Gacha and is using this as a test of animations of sorts. The test, of course, this stuff is only about 2 minutes long. I actually rewatched the first Go with the Tail episode and found that was only 4 minutes long, and there was a lot to talk about in terms of that one, in terms of the mystique behind it. Not sure how much will be in this one. That being said, we are still in episode 1 territory as far as Mutant Girl episode 1, rather than Go with the Tail, which kind of cut itself off a little bit early. But it also cut itself off right before a montage was supposed to take place. And before we met, Pop Josephine's gang properly, at least, they were in a couple of backgrounds, but whatever. So I'm kind of curious to see what William's interpretation of those particular moments are, for this cast. Also worth pointing out that the Gotel, yes, she did have a water in episode 1. I think the reason she has a dragon tail now is because William is trying to. It's trying to get the animation for that down as well. Get the physicality a little bit smoother. Maybe there'll be an explanation for that in universe, but we don't really know. So yeah, with that in mind, let's see. There is actually peak. Oh well, I mean, good to know. And yes, people are saying that Goto Kami nominated for the Jacobs this year. That'd be definitely something. All right, again, I'll get my own copycat. Yeah, fair enough. All right, we're going to proceed on forward a little bit, but actually, is this a copycat video? Yes, it is But by definition, yes, it is. It's a copycat series based on my own series, so that's why it's this time it's personal, essentially, to put it mildly. But also, it makes perfect sense here to have the co-writer of said series along with us, our not so usual guest anymore, Aiden DeBest.
Hello. Yes. Anyways, Girl with a Tail, episode 2. Yeah.
Yes, episode 2. That is the one.
Also, just saying, the main reason why William got found out last time was because William's just a tad colorblind and may or may not have made a character green. He made it.
Yes, that is true. William has a history of he at one point tried to make
Pop
Minecraft
green.
animation. Yeah, no, wait. He tried to make a Minecraft animation version of the Mutant Girl at one point and showed us the concept designs for them. And by pure coincidence, the two main black characters in the protagonist and antagonist lineups happened to be blue and green, basically. Blue to turquoise green. And we kept on pointing this out to William. We kept on arguing against that. And that's how he found out that he was colorblind. A fact that he didn't remember when he made Go to episode 1, which means that Connor has green skin and it's never explained.
You guys kept calling him an apple mutant. You kept calling him an apple mutant.
Yeah, because other than that, honestly, the person responsible could have been Aiden, actually, given all the inside knowledge was really what swayed that. But because of the green skin, that was unique to William. It's kind of like a murder mystery book, because there was no murder. It was just a mystery book. It's like, well, you've got people who are, a lot of them match the description. Who are the suspects? But who is the one that matches everything perfectly? It can only be them. So that was kind of what happened last time. I see wordness for Freak Show. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're working on your own Mutant Girl copycat. Yeah, that's true. A bit more blatant this time than Girl with a Tail was. Girl with a Tail was designed at first to be discreet, and now it's designed to be an animation test, kind of like how the Mutant Girl itself was partially designed to be an editing test to see if I actually pull off something of that caliber. The answer was no at the time, but I'm stubborn. So there we go. A little bit of a history lesson there. I'll catch you with the third. Oh. I thought we already had there was a better idea for your collab, wasn't there? I forgot what we said it was, but that was a different idea we pitched to you. It was that would make way more sense. I forgot what it was. Anyway, let's see what the sequel is like. There we go. Forgot to put myself in the back rooms there. Okay, without further ado,
on with the review. I love the Animal Crossing.
So the first episode didn't have Animal Crossing sounds. It had the speech bubbles as well. So two different things already. I also realized that the background seems to be fading, or I guess becoming TV static.
I think that's because we're in the middle of the fade up, technically.
Okay, but we also saw them quite clearly here. Look, there's no that. Okay, that was the fade up from Black, but now we're going into a different transition thing.
Okay. Oh wait. Oh God. We have to read. Jacob, go back.
All right.
Okay, you voice Connor. Because I guess you did voice Julius for 2 episodes once.
Yeah.
So
All right then.
You're the closest.
So, question.
What is it?
Oh, why does your shoulder detach? That's my question right now. I'm seeing that William is playing around with walking cycles a little bit. The worst offender right now is definitely I forgot what the Reina clone was called. It was something okay.
Fake Reina.
Yeah,
Beta.
yeah. It seems like both of her shoulders are kind of like in danger of flying off, as are her legs from each other. She's but yeah, in the case of Kenna here, she's yeah, it's just one arm for the time being, but also that arm is bending backwards. Like if you look at the way that it swayed before, it's now gone like basically. Whenever I do that, people find it weird, you know. Whenever that happens with me, how come I should be satirizing this girl with a tail that's such a the rabbit hole that goes down. It'll be even short. Oh no! But then I can't make a review out of it because that'd be like 30 seconds long. See what I mean? See, when I do it, it's weird. So yeah, Kenna, you want to get that fixed. Where did you move you? We'd never seen you before. Why? Oh, okay. So looking back, saying we'd never seen you before, different part of the line. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, well, I've been living here for a while. I've just not been to this school before.
That is accurate to the Mutant Girl. I actually also realize now that Connor has light brown outlines, despite the fact that this is an attempt at recreating his green skin from before. Again, I guess recreating your own color blindness.
No, well, if Jay, okay, here's the thing: if he's colorblind and like he sees stuff like green and blue, like that kind of shades, as brown, then the outlines being brown may be the fact that he thinks the green skin and the outlines are both the same shade of green, despite one being brown and one being green.
That's what I was saying, because this also isn't the same shade of green that he was in episode 1. But yeah, that's why I said it's the reverse of the colorblindness before. Trying to recreate your own colorblindness can occasionally backfire unless you remember. And incidentally, Go With The Tail episode 1 came out like nearly 2 years ago, basically. So yeah, it's
Also, I talked to William about this, but Morwenna's eyes are a tad I called her Morwenna. We love Morwenna here. Kenna here. Kenna's eyes are messed up. Okay, so the top of her eyes are purple. The middle of her eyes are like a medium blue, and the bottom of her eyes are dark blue. Why her eyes are the bisexual pride flag? I don't know. They just are. And I don't think that's intentional. I think he just got confused between the colors.
You see, it's definitely an Alpha Sisters reference. Her eyes equal her sexuality.
Oh, obviously.
It's more subtle than your entire like physical being.
Okay, but then what's Connor over here? I don't think there's a pure yellow one. I don't remember a pure yellow one.
No, I don't remember a pure yellow one either.
Also,
the arm has still not been fixed.
Also, I love how the fact that there's moving mouths here and they're not the characters in a moving mouths actually fit, because in William's like first time he tried using animation with Gacha, the mouse looks horrible. It was in the season 1 episode 1 remake, and like they were like, oh, it was not
so
great.
Okay, so Go With The Tail episode 1 has proper moving mouths, because I'm pretty sure he was just using regular Gacha at that point.
Yeah, no, talking about the Mutant Girl remake.
Yes, however, William's first attempt at making a Gacha scene was before that, and that was season 1 episode 1 remake of the Mutant Girl. And the issue was that he was thinking about it like a Minecraft animator, because that's what he's been for much longer. And with Minecraft animations, a lot of the time you get a little bit like a bounce to them. There's also a thing like in the program itself, that I think the mouth of the character is always parented to the head. I could be wrong about that, but again, for actual Minecraft as in Minimator, which is what he was using, that's how it works. Unfortunately, because he had to import flat images into a 3D animation software, and he was still thinking about it in terms of like the low movements that you would have for 3D. you end up with like a sway that was going on with all the characters. What's the problem with that? Well, unless you pre-render your syncing, your lip syncing, or you match the sway from the mouth to the characters, you end up with a mouth that stays almost still while the character's head and everything else is moving from side to side. That was the issue. So, yeah. If anyone hasn't seen the Mutant Girl Episode 1 remake yet, that scene is, is where that comes in. In fact, it's actually the character that I voice is the worst offender of that. Moena herself isn't, devoid of that, but definitely, definitely Mr. Grayson is the one who is the worst affected. Okay, there we go. Kimberly's the Reina copycat. Hasn't spoken. Her highlights are trying to escape her eyes. Yeah, so this actually is not a recreation of like a specific Mutant Girl scene, because originally when Judas and Reina like come up and like they talk to Moena about this, she says at the same time that she was, that she's been living there for a while. So it's one conversation, but that didn't happen in episode 1, so it's happening now, basically. So this is William making sure that detail has been represented, so we know that she's not new to the town, but she is to the school. Which ultimately actually didn't end up affecting too much in the plot of the series going forward, but I thought was important at the time I wrote the first episode, so there you go. Okay, there we go. Now Kimberly, opens up her mouth. Yeah, and this is, by the way, an issue with that I have with lip syncing as well, making sure the size of the mouth doesn't make the seem gigantic by comparison. It's definitely a it's definitely an art to it. Sometimes I've actually used like the visible heads of some characters and masked around them instead, but yeah, depends. Anyways, that makes sense. We've been here for a while, so it's odd that we've never seen you around with 2 R's. Around! The tail aside. Oh, another backwards hand, incidentally. I feel like it's going like higher and higher pitch for this. Anyway. Yeah, anyways, I think we're close to class. How would you know that? You're the new person to the school, as we've just established in this scene and the last one from episode 1, and you're the one saying that you're close to the class. Also, another Aidenism right there, basically. Something conversation. Anyways, new topic. Oh my goodness. MCU looks similar to it. Yeah, probably because again he's trying to work out how to animate. Specifically, Moena is difficult to animate. Compared to most other Gacha characters, especially because when the Mutant Girl started, like I made sure that all the characters were regular humans, except for a very few choice exceptions. Because otherwise Moena wouldn't stand out. That's the thing with a lot of like 2018, 2019 actual 2018, 2019 gachas, not recreated ones or in the style of, is the fact that you had like hybrid characters that would like insult somebody else based on like different traits they have. Meanwhile, they have D-rounders sticking out of their heads for some reason. Like it didn't seem to match.
Haha, you have pupil. You don't have pupils. What a nerd. Says the person who is like a wolf with 4 ears.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, that took me out of it. So basically, yeah, that's why everyone else is relatively normal by comparison, again, with a few choice exceptions that come about later.
Marek having no pupils for no reasons, never addressed. It's like never addressed by the narrative. He just has no pupils.
I mean, his girlfriend has a tail, so as far as everyone else is concerned, that's small potatoes.
Small. Oh, much like Morwenna.
In a manner of speaking, yes. It's kind of slightly see-through, makes the background through her. Maybe. Oh wait, no, this is the fade down. I'll go back a bit further. I see what you mean. And yeah, I think maybe the hair a little bit. In fact, I see all of them. All of them have a little bit of Oh wait, no, I think it's like the. No, it's not the grain. No, it is. It is just they're all slightly see-through for some reason. That's a good point.
Oh.
Yeah. So. Beautiful designs. Yeah. By the way, this is another thing. The song "You Should Let Go," kind of mirrors the "Might be easier just to let it go." So yeah, I
Also, by the way, look at Kana's. I think this is Kana's beta design. I don't even think this is the official design we had for Kana in the first episode. Which, by the way, Kana is the Mutant Girl remake. Remember how I said
Kana is the Demon Girl Saves the Underworld protagonist.
Yeah. Okay, listen, Kenna here. Kenna has green freckles.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Again, possibly also meant to be brown. Originally.
Yeah, no, those are meant to be brown. So for what I've established, I think anything that's relatively green tinted, William struggles with. Is what I have noticed from a trend.
Yeah. Also,
like even that,
looking at the old designs here. Look at the old designs here. I think like the eyes also kind of like match what William was trying to recreate here, but just kind of got the colors upside down actually.
Yeah, I don't even. Well, her eyes are blue here. I mean, maybe they're like a blue leaning into purple, but they're still very much blue in this. Versus now her eyes are just kind of bisexual pride flag. Oh, also, these are the beta designs. Like, I don't even think these were the episode 1 designs because I feel like in episode 1 her outfit was actually orange. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was green in episode 1. I think it was orange in episode 1. And then like in the remake, and then in this episode it's yellow with orange highlights for some reason.
Oh, again, William is trying to recreate Morwenna in a more accurate way to animate her better in the future. But also, yeah, I'm surprised.
But Reina's Reina's eyes. I call her Reina. Whatever her name is, Fada. Kimberly here. Her eyes are much more of a dark blue versus in the current time, her eyes more like a bright magenta-y purple, which is a very different color. Connor didn't change much. Although I think his hair is more brown now. Actually, is his hair actually brown now, or is it still green?
Yeah, I believe it's more brown. Yes.
Yeah, which I think William was going for brown hair with like light to medium brown skin originally, but
and this time he was trying to go with his dark green hair with his light green skin, and it came up with blue instead.
Yeah,
the layers keep descending. Yeah,
it's it's just like ogres. They have layers in onions.
And they're also green.
Oh my god. Wait, no, Connor isn't an apple mutant. Connor's an ogre! We have discovered the truth, everybody! Connor is Shrek! Connor is life. We all know it now.
I know what voice I'm having to use for him now. Okay, the book is already open with the pages twirling, but we have a page turning sound effect. That's at least something. All right. Also, Connor here with the cards. We didn't see that in the first episode, by the way. The card game was implied before, but now it's visualized in some way. Just none of them are neutral cards. I mean, he didn't say neutral in the episode. That was never like built up. So
yeah,
he doesn't
but
have an
like
affinity.
if you look at Kimberly's eyes, though, it's like a dark magenta-ish.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, there is a definite difference. I'm also noticing that anytime that William wants to try and bend arms, like the elbow joints don't seem to be like as pronounced as you would think. Basically, it seems like be like almost like one. You know that scene in like Chamber of Secrets where Gilderoy Lockhart removes the bones in Harry's arm and it bends like that. That's what the arms feel like in this. Because all right.
Also, William struggles with brown. One thing I noticed about fake Morwenna here's hair is if you actually notice, her hair kind of has like a greenish vibe to it. It's brown, but like her hair is kind of leaning into a bit more of a greenish brown instead
like,
of just a brown. Well, no, Connor's hair was like green, but like Morwenna's hair, I'm just calling her Morwenna, is kind of leaning into like a brown with like a greenish vibe to it, a greenish, like leaning slightly into green, which is, you know, oof.
Okay. Also, is worth pointing out, like, to see like the twist of the tail there. I had that exact same issue when I did the I did like episode 4/5, or was episode 4 remake, but it was part of episode 4/5. When I recreated the scene in Pop's house where she smashes the grandfather clock in the script dresser with her tail, because I needed that to like actually not be just a cutaway like I did last time. So I actually animated the tail as best I could, and I actually had to twist it around a fire alpaca a lot. It looked like that in some cases. So I think William is, again, he's trying to make sure that the tail is visibly mobile in some ways, but also has left the very short skirt that she had on in episode 1 of Go with the Tail.
Well, I mean, you still have to keep some stuff from Girl in the Tail. You still have to keep the same vibe, I
guess, yeah, fair enough.
You can't completely abandon it. Also, their outfits are ever so slightly different. Not just the colors, but even some like the outfit pieces. Even though this is meant to be the same day, by the way. So, big oof. They'd all just change clothes mid-episode. They'll just change outfit pieces. Not just colors, just like just change skirts and stuff. Like, this is fine.
Yeah. Also, for anyone who hasn't seen Mutant Girl episode 1, yeah, this is also it's a new location. Around this time in the original episode 1 is when they're supposed to meet Pop Josephine's gang for the first time. So
outside in the schoolyard.
The antagonist. Yes. Yeah. So potentially this is it's just a change of location, but it could also be something entirely different.
They have been moved to the second location.
Got ourselves a situation, stuck in a new location. Okay. Also, her arm's detached again.
Oh no. Hey, listen. The animation's still pretty for the most part. Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of animation parenting. I've now seen animation orphans.
Oh my god! Right. Are you playing? Wait, are you? How do I do Reina's voice? Because like Marwana is kind of like this, but like Reina is like deeper, but not deeper. You know what? I'm gonna give her a deep voice. Are you really playing Uno in class right now? I didn't know we're in class. I thought we were in the library.
Well, yeah, and also that clearly isn't Uno. You can't play Uno by yourself anyway.
I don't know. Maybe that'll be addressed. I don't know.
Ironic for a game that means one, you can't play it by yourself.
Dang.
But also, yeah, that's like so much. KW also loves Sonic. I was wondering if she was going to show up for this. Speaking of that, by the way, certain Sonic AU characters have been cast today, and I have attained a couple of roles. Not sure if I'm allowed to say which ones I am yet, but
I mean, yeah. Jacob, when are you not doing a multi-role though? When are you not doing a multi-role?
Okay, I auditioned for 4 characters, got back up for 1, which makes sense. But like out of the 3 that I originally went for in the first round of auditions, I got 2 of them, and I got back up for the other one. And that was the one I thought that I was going to compared to the other 2. I'm surprised that I was chosen for the ones that I was less confident about. But there you go.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you got Shadow. Sometimes probably. Let's be honest.
Sometimes that's what happens.
Shadow. You probably got Shadow.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say or not. I don't know if
I have a feeling though. I've seen KW's reaction. Unless someone's really good at Shadow, really good with Shadow, I highly doubt it.
I mean, you're in the server. You can check.
I'll check later. Anyways,
your stuff is crazy. It certainly is. Especially when all the cards are color coded. It seems on like. But I guess yeah. Those will be like what Uno cards will look like on one side. Yeah. If you're facing towards, I guess if you're playing by yourself, you would need to like hide them from your opponents because you have no opponents.
Hide how am I supposed to play Uno without anyone else to? Wait, that's you.
There we go. Yeah. Give us a shout impression. How am I supposed to play Uno without anyone else to play with?
Man, you're the ultimate. You're the ultimate life form.
I am the ultimate ogre.
Oh my! Oh, you are. Oh God, I am the ultimate ogre. That's what Shrek's daughter in the new Shrek movie is gonna say. I am the ultimate ogre.
I thought you were gonna make it because it's going to sound like Shadow. It was like, I know I haven't seen the trailer, but
no,
that surprises me.
no. Also, she's being played by Zendaya, and I don't think Zendaya could do a Shadow voice, so I don't think that's gonna happen. Pretty sure the cast has been announced that Zendaya is gonna be in it, so I'm pretty sure Zendaya can't do a Shadow voice.
Maybe it should be Shadow in the Spanish version. I don't know. Depending on when that film comes out, I may end up seeing it here versus there. Probably not. But I think it's gonna. I don't know. Whatever.
Is
that that's like a baby.
Well, it's Animal Crossing. I don't know. He slaps himself. I don't fully get that writing, to be fair. Like, was the joke that he's messing with her, or was the joke that he's not actually playing Uno by himself and he's just admiring Uno cards or random cards?
I don't know. It could also be William's attempt to try to capture the characters of Rainer and Julius because out of the two of them, Julius is the smart one. He is the jokester as well, but like you can tell. Like I think also because we also cut out like the scene where they talk about like their group project or something, and we know that Rainer is struggling a lot more academically. So I guess this is the equivalent of that. Just make her street dumb instead of book dumb.
Make her big dumb.
Ken is like oh no. Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh God, the layering.
Yeah, she's not an ogre, that's for sure.
Ow! Wait, ow! That hurt.
Okay, here we go. I thought so. Weird framing, by the way, because normally when you like throw something from like one angle, you would expect it to like you expect the person to emerge from said angle. If we go back for a second here, let me just check that.
I'm pretty sure discount Pop Josephine's on the left hand of the screen.
Wait a second. Okay, because it bounced back. That's why.
Yeah.
I saw it go towards the right. Okay, fair enough. Right.
What the?
I do like the music change.
Also, by the way, she has.
I see it. I see it. Aiden. I see it. One thing at a time. I'm copying the music right now.
Oh,
because yeah, in episode 1 that was a huge issue where I had like 2 tracks, incidentally. And also, I confirmed before that Pop has a leitmotif. So I guess this is the equivalent of the Pop leitmotif, basically. But yes, she does, in fact, look like a zombie.
Maybe people just have green skin in this universe at this point. Like, in this universe, green skin is just, like, another race you could be. You can, like, have, like, green skin naturally. Maybe that's just what happens in this world, apparently.
Yeah, there you go. I guess they call themselves Apple Americans.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Who is she? Oh, my God. Who is she?
Oh, yeah, we're great. Yeah.
Wait,
because I skipped a line by accident, so I went back.
Oh, my God.
Oh, hand squash. Okay, so Kenobi says, let me in. All right, fair enough. I can ask her if I can reveal the cast then, in that case.
Let me out. Let me out. This is not a dance. I'm begging for help. I'm screaming for help. This is... Let me out.
Yeah.
God, that song.
It's like that's what I was saying. Yeah, exactly. Human type undead. Absolutely. Maybe the bully is actually Connor's big sibling or cousin. That would be a crazy comparison. Considering, yeah. That'd be like an interesting like twist on proceedings, actually.
I don't know.
Again, I have seen a lot of I've seen a lot of Gacha videos where where the bully's sibling is the main character's best friend. But I don't know. Either way, KW's here.
Hey.
We need a talking to about the backwards hand.
Listen, okay.
Oh, that's why you were here, not because I sang Sonic X earlier. Fair enough.
Sonic
Why were you saying What?
Yeah, because yeah, because this scene normally takes place outside in the Mutant Girl, so they are in fact in a new location.
Oh god.
And then we got to talking about the Sonic AU casting. Am I allowed to say who is who, or is that
yes, you are. I just didn't want to reveal the full cast on my channel just yet, but it's fine if you want to like say.
Oh, okay.
About it.
Exclusive Jacob information here. Okay, so I am in fact not Shadow. The person who got Shadow, I think, was Shadow Slayer. I think was his name.
Dang.
And you are right, Aiden. There was someone who was really good at Shadow. That's why I was surprised. I got Sonic and Silver, which were the two that I was least confident in getting. But that's why I keep auditioning for everything that's available, because you never know. If you're not confident about something, the director might see something that you yourself don't. That's part of the appeal. So yeah, that's why I keep landing multi-roles essentially, because I keep going for everything.
Or they could have been pity rolls, maybe I felt really bad for you.
Why would I get two of those?
Two pity rolls.
You and Shade were so close being Shadow, like, oh, but who's gonna be the best Shadow? Oh,
okay, wait, question.
Don't you worry. I plan to redeem myself as SBO, so get ready for that.
Question. Did Shade?
Johnny, focus.
Does Shade make you swoon though?
Oh my.
So the reference here, Aiden, the reference here is the.
I want to know. I just want to know if she swoons at that voice too.
Oh my god.
I just want to talk. I just want to talk.
I just want to know. OC is Shadow's sister.
Well, yeah, but the VAs can swoon.
KW, you say that like I haven't made you swoon like 10 times as Shadow.
Exactly.
I just get flaws because I didn't expect you would be that good of a voice actor, alright?
Dang, you didn't have confidence in my man Jacob over here? How could you?
Phrasing aside, the reference here that Aiden is calling back to with the whole swooning thing is because Afmal apparently cast Gareth and Lawrence originally based on the voice actors that can make her swoon the most. And that was the criteria behind it. That's why he said that. There we go.
So did he make you swoon? I need to know.
You guys so Shadow on Jake. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh god.
The one thing that I don't remember him doing in his audition was actually the whole Chaos Blast thing.
Yeah, I literally just, like, when he came, he's just like, do I just do the lines for inspiration, or I could do whatever I want? I'm like, you can do whatever you want, or you can do just the lines for inspiration. He's like, right, okay. And so he just does, like, random lines and stuff like that, the ironies and stuff like that, so.
Maria, where are you at?
That was Aiden's audition.
Nah.
Hey, yo, Maria, where you at?
Where you at, girl? Where you at, girl? Did you get shot?
Maria! I'm feeling weird now. You know what's actually funny is that I met him through like a different server, and he was talking about his own like Sonic AU. I was like, oh, you're running a Sonic AU too? Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm running my own AU on Wapped or whatever. I was like, oh my god, I'm also running AU. And we just been like friends ever since. And we would joke each other about our like AUs and like how they would be in a crossover or stuff like that. It's just funny. It's so that's how we met. So I was like, yeah, I'm doing auditions and stuff like that. He's like, oh, are you doing any shadow auditions? Like, well, right now they're closed, but I might open it up again since I'm thinking of like just opening it again one more time to see if there's any newcomers who.
There you go. In another world, if this hadn't been reopened, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. So.
As he might have been junior as well. He also was a contender.
He was a contender, but his Knuckles voice was good. So I was like, yeah, you're Knuckles.
That is true. It is difficult to cast the same person as Knuckles and Shadow.
Yeah.
That's why I was expecting to get back up for Knuckles. That was my anticipation, at the highest. at most.
Yes.
I knew that he also really wanted to be Knuckles, so
Also-
that worked out for him.
First, I know you were joking, but I can't reveal the full cast because the full cast is not even finished yet. Like,
The full
Well,
cast
no,
is not
that's
decided,
true
huh?
because I said auditions are still open. If you can find a link to KW server somewhere, you can in fact. You know what? Actually, no. Okay, we've got more people here right now that haven't heard of your content. We're doing this. Give me a second.
oh my god.
Roll. Which one is it? No, that's the wrong category. Here we go. Yeah, it was this one. All right. And let's see.
I wouldn't be surprised if you have Blaze auditions going right now because
Actually, no,
oh my god, I forgot about Blaze. Oh my god, she was in.
You forgot about Blaze. She's like Shadow's like one of the closest people to not Shadow, to Silver. Oh my god, like she was like, why did you forget about Blaze?
She was in the story. I just forgot to make up a character's.
Well, everybody hear that? Blaze auditions are gonna be posted soon.
Okay, so currently, the auditions available, to my knowledge, are Team Chaotic. So, yeah, I'm practicing my
How
my
could you
vector
forget
and my SPO
about
particularly.
Miss
I'm going for
Blaze?
SPO.
Okay, how could you?
I won't
KW knows I'm going for SPO.
I keep forgetting.
Aiden, you should go for Charmy. That'd be hilarious.
Oh god, Charmy B.
Imagine if we got SPO and Charmy.
Yeah.
Listen, we stand Charmy B in this household.
Yeah, and I actually now also fix up the role. So now you just click on the role and like you get the role automatically. And so I don't have to do it manually. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. I just kind of forgot that's a thing that you can do with one of the bots, and I just did that a few days ago.
I keep forgetting to join the server audition. Well, join now while you remember to. There you go.
Anyways, we should continue watching this though.
Yeah, I would say you also should audition for Charmy, based on your voice as well. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Blaze.
Question. Where's Big at? Did you have Big? We need Big.
Big the cat is not going to be in this area.
Come
so
on.
that,
Who doesn't love Big, okay? Hello, Froggy.
Froggy. There you go.
God.
All right. Let's well, I was gonna say let's hear Pop Josephine, but I was like, no, we're gonna hear Animal Crossing, but whatever.
Let's hear Animal Crossing.
Yeah. You could be zombie
Miss.
Pop / Sally, I guess. Earthworm Sally. You could be Earthworm Sally.
Earthworm Sally spreading diseases from here to Cali.
Yep. I have beef with Earthworm Sally because it cost me a thumbnail artist. That's also for Music
oh my
Girl.
god. Don't mind me while trying to react to this video and also trying to add the Blaze things. Yeah, it's been there all this time, guys. There's no, I don't know.
Oh, wait, that's a good point. Wait, yeah, Cream as well. Did you audition a Cream? Is Cream in this?
I forgot Cream is in it too.
Okay. Wait. Next round of audition should be Blaze, Cream, and Cheese.
Yeah.
Oh
I want to hear the cheese auditions.
Well, here's the thing. With Cream, though, like, she gets mentioned. I just haven't, like, because if you guys don't know, there's technically a part 1 and part 2. So she does get a mention, but, like, I will only have it in store for auditioning people, characters who already have, like, lines set in motion. Like, they're already, like, I've said something, I'm doing something and stuff like that. So, I think Cream might possibly still be in your part 2. I just don't know where to fit her in yet. So there is a part 1 and part 2.
Well, okay, but we need to have Big. We need to have Big, okay?
Wait, Aiden, there's gonna be a running gag where someone's like, "Hey, Cream, what do you think?" No one cares what Cream thinks. So like, and every time Cream goes to speak, she gets interrupted, so no one ever gets cast.
No. Poor Cream, though.
Hey guys, anyone hear Cream's idea? She said it very, very quietly in the background. We should definitely go for the bass.
What was that, Cream? We should go for the base. Hey guys, Cream says we
Oh
should go to the
my
base.
It's like that one Adventures episode where Andy wasn't there, so they all kept going, Torbeck, you're so loud. Jeez, calm down.
Oh, you know what would be funny though if in post they added him, like uploaded a version where they just had Torbeck voiceover. Just throw over. Torbeck is doing a voiceover.
Okay.
Oh my god.
God. Anyways, video. Also, I love the camera angles in this. Like, I love the panning shots that William does. They're great.
So I was trying to say, yeah, I do remember that. That was good.
Anyways, if KW's not gonna read lines, I'll read lines.
No, I will.
Okay,
I will,
good.
I will.
Because I was about to give her a very deep, manly voice for no reason, just for the memes.
You may
supposed to be
call
Shadow.
me Sally. What's your name? Probably something stupid.
Oh, there's the Afro music again. That was in episode 1 for sure.
Nope,
Right.
not dealing with this today, Sally. Could you do do us a favor and leave?
Yeah, we need to fix Morwena's arm that has gone forward and is now resting like in front of her chest. I'm very concerned right now.
Because like Cream is sickly and she just isn't having lines yet because she's doing something else, you know, being childlike and stuff like that.
Cream is weirdly involved in all of the group's antics for a 6-year-old.
Yeah. Is she still 6, by the way? Is she? Has she aged,
Vanilla is just the most
Has
lax
she-
parent of all time.
has she aged at all, or is she still 6? Is she
she's-
6 forever?
She's right now technically 13.
Oh.
Wait, can we make her have a goth phase? Just going through a goth Cream in her awkward teen phase. That would be amazing.
No way. And no wait, she's also has like a goth face though. Like she's also has like a
Oh
black
my
wig
God.
on, like with like black eyeliner.
Joe.
Like oh, come on. Can I at least have some fun?
Not today. What on earth is she doing now? She's trying to
What is
become a
happening
monkey?
to the art?
She's body blocking. She's being like no touch
No,
ya.
no. This scene reminds me.
touch the
So,
child.
you know, in Chambers of Secrets, when
I think I might have already made this reference, but continue.
So, like, you know, his arm get broke by the
By the road
bludger.
bludger, yes.
Yeah,
I've already
yeah.
made this comment.
Yeah. And then what's his name? Professor. Oh, I forgot his name.
Yeah,
I
it
called-
was Professor Lockhart, yes.
Professor Lockhart. I was going to say Professor Stupid because let's be honest, he is kind of, you know, stupid. You know.
That's stupid.
Yeah, but anyways, and then he like does like a random spell, and then his arm just,
Rakiam
like,
Himindo.
oh my god! Like, dude, that scene cut. Like, I remember watching. Okay, I remember watching that scene, and it grossed me out. But here's the thing. Right. I don't know if I said this story before or not. So when I was like getting into Harry Potter, right, only seen like a few films. I didn't know books existed back then yet. Okay, I saw the first one.
Okay.
I saw the third one. You would think a 2-year-old would be scared of werewolves.
You are
No.
into the werewolves.
No.
Of course.
I was
Why were you
not.
watching Harry Potter at all as 2?
Yeah.
Because fun fact, we didn't have to yet. So when my mom got the
What?
second movie,
No, I was saying that you said a 2-year-old would be scared of wolves. Why were you watching Harry Potter at age 2?
I don't know. I don't remember the. I was pretty young, basically. I was in my singular digit age, right? And I didn't know.
Okay, maybe not precisely 2, but fair enough.
Right, okay, right.
If you remember it, then probably not 2, most likely.
No. I have this weird photographic memory of like what I have gotten at a young age. Like, it's weird. It's not like Sheldon good, but like if you ask me what toy I got on my 3rd birthday, I would immediately like remember it.
Ah, so essentially exactly the scene in Ant Farm when China says that exact question to Olive, basically to prove a point.
Yeah. Okay.
Fair enough.
Anyways. So my mom finally got the second movie, right? So we watched the movie, right? So you think the snake would terrify me, right? No. Or the girl
the spiders?
dying. No, not even the spiders. Chat, do you know what Principal Lockhart taught the students? What did he reveal in that class that they have to defend?
Oh, I see. Yes, yeah. Pesky pixie pestinome!
What's wrong with pixies? Pixies are cool.
I literally cried.
You're scared of Tinkerbell?
No, I can. Well, it's not Tinkerbell. It's I mean, essentially, it's kind of like it's kind of like it's basically like if someone like unleashed like bees into a room. Essentially, it's like a swarm of creatures that tormented you. Yeah, I kind of get that.
Oh, actually, yeah. Okay, when you're scared like that, yeah, that actually kind of scary.
Yeah, I was crying.
no.
I was terrified.
Early 2000 CGI.
It's so poorly animated.
You would think all the other like monsters that are supposed to be scary or whatever, especially the spiders, because I don't like spiders. It had to be the freaking blue pixies. And ever since, and then one time actually, even because my mom was like, "Okay, if you want to like watch all of the other Harry Potter movies, you have to read the books." And so I was like, "Okay, but you have to
wait,
read."
hold on. Why was that the condition after watching 3 of them?
Because I was growing older and starting to read more.
Okay, sure, all right then.
Okay, anyways, I'm like, okay, fine. But I was at still that age, kind of like still don't like reading. I only like reading like comic books and stuff. So my mom would read the books aloud. So we got to the second book, right? And so we got to the blue pixie part, and she would be like, "It's gonna be okay." I was like, "What? It's going to be okay." I was like staring at her when she was like talking about, and then as she read the chapter, it gets back to the blue pixie. I'm just like, you ever heard the death glare being like, "Mom, I was young. It was a movie. Why would you think I'll be terrified of the scene in a book?" She's like, well, you got scared of the blue pixies in the movie. Like,
I will say, depending on the age you are, some of the scenes in the books, especially the later books, are definitely terrifying. It just depends, but yeah. But if you were that much older by that point and already familiar with at least 3 of the stories, apparently, then yeah, you probably would have been fine with Chamber of Secrets particularly.
Anyway, okay, enough Harry Potter. We need to finish this episode. It's almost done, I think.
Kato has a thing for furries. What?
That's when you mentioned werewolves earlier.
Probably, yeah. You know, she wants to jump Jacob's bones. Jacob from Twilight.
Wait, what?
From Twilight.
Okay. I was about to say, why am I a werewolf all of a sudden? It's like, okay, that kid.
From Twilight. From Twilight. But as a wolf. As in the wolf form, not as a human, not as Taylor Lautner, who is yummy, but like as the wolf himself, she wants the wolf form. That's the only form she finds.
No. If anything, I would rather. No. You got it all wrong here, because you see, the actor who plays Jacob, he was Shark Boy.
Oh, of course. You want to date adult Shark Boy, obviously.
Of course I would, because he commands sharks, and I am an ocean lover.
And also apparently has shark teeth in one of the scenes, if I recall correctly.
Oh.
And sings as well, you know.
I mean,
can't forget his song number.
Well, he doesn't sing good, but he can sing to you.
He's the complete package. Oh my goodness.
I also see Ghost saying Kato has always been a furry. I'm like, what? I am?
Well, I mean, you are into Sonic, so I mean, that's kind of furry adjacent at least.
Chad, did I just find out I am actually a furry without realizing I am a furry?
I mean, I feel like the Sonic they franchise is like a lot of people's gateway into furrydom.
But I was also into My Little Pony.
I mean, yeah, that's also kind of a gateway into being a furry, dude. A lot of bronies end up being furries. It kind of just Cross.
Duel! That's two fairy awakenings in 1 week. Ah.
Yo, it's Rainbow, yo!
Rainbow, we stand.
We
I
love
wanna do
to
the
see
bit-
Rainbow on this channel. Welcome back.
Man, have you seen that? Like, have you ever went to that cafe that this weird guy has or whatever? Apparently, he only has black coffee.
Black coffee, I'm your coffee gal. No!
Oh, no, not you again!
They constantly sang to me. It was kind of weird.
Oh, not you, the clown either! Oh, no, I am going back to my cup. Oh, wait, I already destroyed my card. Never mind. I'm gonna find a new job. See you later, nerds. You still haven't got me my
What happened?
donut. I do not know. I'm gonna find my parents now. Goodbye.
Oh yeah, tell them to give you a name finally. Anyway, good luck.
Okay, anyways, we need to finish this episode. We have did more talking than we are watching. Anyways, Fake
Alright.
Raina here is like, don't you touch my girl. And then Sally's like,
Oh my god, what happened?
what was that voice? What was that voice?
I don't know what happened. I was trying to get into the character and my voice just cracked.
Well, you know, Sally sounded interesting. I don't know how to describe it. What happened to Sally in that one line?
I also don't know how to describe it. That was. Oh well. That's also. I guess no gang in that instance.
Yeah, Pop's gang has been erased. There is no fake Marwick right now.
It's
There's
gonna be
only
very difficult to have like half the other stuff happen in the show if Marwick isn't around.
We
I'm
kinda
guessing
need,
God.
we need a fake
I'm gue-
Marwick. Where's my fake Marwick at?
I'm guessing if this continues, then she'll meet him at a different point, maybe during the group project, maybe.
And yes,
Oh, well.
for some voice, I have Bakugo. He's my favorite hero.
He's the worst.
No, he's not.
He's the worst.
Okay. He's not the worst, but he is certainly far from the best.
Yeah.
Mhm. Personality-wise, power-wise, you can argue with different ways and yada yada. Who cares?
Okay, power-wise, he's fine. But you could also say that for Todoroki's father. Like power-wise, Todoroki's father is great. Is he a good person? No.
I feel like Endeavor was the Bakugo of his day. Like if we ever get a prequel, he's the Bakugo in that version. Anyway.
I always been a furry, apparently.
Yeah, that's also what people seem to have agreed now. All right.
What?
Every time I'm gonna say Mark, I think Momoka. I don't know why.
Apparently now I have to
Hello,
text my
everybody.
mom, be like,
is it.
"Hey, mom."
It is me, friend Marwick.
Guess I have to text my mom. And I'll be like, "Mom, turns out I am a furry."
Wait, was that a thing that you? Turns out, has your mom had this conversation with you?
Why?
No, my mom just know there is such thing as furries. Like there is a furry community. Like,
Okay.
so, like, trust me, we have like talks about different communities and stuff like that. It's so.
Man, I'm gonna have to turn Momoko into a D&D character now on in the same vein as Fred.
Hey! God.
And don't forget, girly pop.
Oh my God! What if
Down
Kimberly's
south.
voice was Fred though? That would be awesome, actually.
Hello there, girly pop.
Are you okay?
I am fine, mister.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Did that really just happen?
Yes, Shrek, it did happen.
Okay, now she's holding her arm like Vegeta whenever he's like wounded.
I think that's William trying to emulate a kind of similar pose that Morwenna strikes. I say similar because I don't think he's going for the exact same thing.
No.
But he's going for
no,
something in the same kind of vibe.
She's in the process of pulling her arm off.
Out of its socket. Out of its socket,
just like-
you know.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Kimberly's arm is also falling off. It was sort of flopping downwards, the front one. Connor's fine. Connor's been mostly exempt from all of the animation stuff for some reason.
I mean, to be fair, William hasn't gotten that interesting with the posing for Connor, to be fair. Unlike the girl characters. The girl characters have had kind of fun posing.
Maybe that's why. You have to make Connor have resistance. Yeah, there's also that.
After school. Oh god.
Okay,
so now my arm is broken. Oh no.
Yeah. So now we're in Mutant Girl episode 2 territory. And
Sad.
More see-through than before. I don't know why that keeps happening.
Sad sitting at the bench.
And a Copycat fix it. Skip this season. Yeah. We're not skipping the season, I don't think.
Wait, you know what? You know what I think it is actually? I don't necessarily think it's the fact that she's see-through. Maybe she's technically see-through, but I think I know what the issue is. I think because there's a lighting filter on her. There's a lighting filter making her look brighter than she is. Like if you notice her skin has like a lighting filter and like there's a camera filter on there. I think that's causing a weird effect on the way it looks.
Oh, maybe that affected whatever chroma key setting William had. so instead of it being solid, the threshold doesn't match anymore, so everything's gone through. That's probably why. That makes sense.
I think it's just a lighting thing, or lighting messing with whatever the filming of this was. I don't know. Anyways, she's just sitting here sad.
I'm sitting here just feeling sad. Every color has been.
Oh,
okay, she actually just readjusted her shoulder there.
Oh god. Oh look, there's oh god, the clipping for this.
Okay, so we get a second Sally scene at this point. Interesting. Is this meant to wait? Is this meant where we introduce Empress?
Oh.
Okay, next time we introduce Empress. All right then.
What? You know what? Is she gonna be named something like Queen or something? Like, is the Empress ripoff gonna be named like Queen? Hi, my name is Queen.
It's Regina.
My name is what would it be? Regina, like Empress's last name is Rose, right? So Rosewood. So what would it be like? Empress Cherry Blossom Tree? Or like Cherry Blossom? Not Empress. Regina Cherry Blossom. That's her name.
I guess, yeah.
Oh god.
That's just Sakura, but yeah, fair enough. She's already my queen. Your two biggest crushes in the Mutant Girl series dated each other. Through her eyes must have been quite the experience for you.
The confusion. The confusion is like, do I want Felix or do I want Empress? Or do I want both at the same time? What do I want?
No, she was just hoping that Felix and Empress would like walk over to her table at Monjalo Orange and be like, we like your vibe or something.
We like your vibe. Let's make them a throuple.
Jacob and Gussie, are you going to be available right after stream? Is tea time?
Just tea?
Well, what?
I mean, Aiden and I have plans after this.
I mean, I could join the tea time, and after the tea time, we could do stuff.
If you're okay with Aiden joining, yeah, we can definitely mosey on over.
I am scared. Like every time I hear tea time.
I'm sure it's nothing serious, honestly. You know, it's not like we go through that much serious stuff. Oh, also, by the way, at work, this is off topic, but I found like these little balls that had like little Scooby-Doo mystery characters in it. And I got Fred, Daphne, Shaggy, Scooby, the Mystery Machine. All I need is Velma now. So now I just gotta buy like 7 more of them just in case, so I have Velma for sure. I need them all. They were like $3 each.
Yes, I need to purchase all of these. This is how Genshin Impact gets you, by the way.
Yeah. Well, listen, I love Scooby-Doo. I will buy everything Scooby-Doo in this universe. I don't care. I know I just went to a convention yesterday and spent like $200 at the convention, but I don't care. I'm very irresponsible.
I actually have.
I'm 100% a gambler. I love Pokemon cards. Okay, I love
my God.
opening Pokemon cards. It's a problem. It's a tiny problem.
I started playing Pokemon cards. My brother used to collect them a little bit more seriously than I did.
I
but
don't
most
know
of the
how-
time,
I don't
my
know
favorite
how to
thing
play
was
the
just
Pokemon
was just
cards.
to. My favorite thing was just
I
to like teach my relatives what rules I did know and have them struggle to pronounce the ones that were in Spanish because half of them were in Spanish, obviously.
Oh no.
My grandmother tried to say flamethrower in Spanish so many times.
God.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm done. No, come on. No, come on, please. What? So Aiden gets the tea, but I don't. I want the tea. Why is everyone getting tea?
Get your black coffee that ends with coffee on the floor and ugly crying. I started singing Mean Girls.
You did ask for tea, but
I started singing Mean Girls all of a sudden.
I was gonna say you went different musical, yeah.
Wrong musical. I do quite like
want the
Mean Girls
tea.
the musical. There is flaws in it. Don't get me wrong. There is flaws in it.
Hey, Mr.
But-
Business, how do you do?
What is
Can
happening?
I steal the burn book from you?
Oh my god.
But
Okay.
first we're
So
talking about
final
tea.
thoughts on episode. Final thoughts on
Video games.
episode. Okay. Animation. Animation I thought for the most part was good. There were some issues with like the shoulders attaching on occasion, but that could probably be easily fixed by either editing the movements where like you're not having the shoulders move as much up, or like finding better ways to shift them around so that they don't look as awkward. And like the only other issue I would say animation wise was the lighting engine plus the green screen or whatever that you filmed it with, kind of making the characters look a little bit odd sometimes.
Yeah, I think you're
But, like,
on the money with the chroma key there.
The story was all right, a bit super short, just like the original Mutant Girl episode 2, which is only 2 scenes.
Yeah,
and I think like 4 minutes long.
Like, as an animation test, I thought to myself, episode 2 makes a lot of sense because it is the second shortest Mutant Girl episode if you count 2 parts as separate things. If you don't, then it's the shortest overall. So yeah. Actually, as a test, it makes perfect sense. But we didn't really get to episode 2 Mutant Girl wise because we still had the scenes to cover from episode 1 that the Go Tale episode 1 didn't actually,
Although I do wonder how we're going to introduce the Marwick adjacent character if this show continues, because I don't know if it's going to continue or not.
My guess would be during the group project, that's when they meet for the first time. The problem with doing it that way is that because we haven't
it's not
seen
pre-established.
in the presence of Pop, it's not pre-established that they're friends, and therefore it's not going to come across the same way if you do it that way. So
yeah, I mean, the only way you could really fix that would be in the group project scene or whatever. You have a good handful of dialogue talking about where Pop and Mar would talk about how they've been friends for ages. That'd be the only way. Granted, that's slightly less powerful because then it's kind of like you're expositioning that they're friends rather than pre-establishing their friends through another less direct means, I guess.
Yeah. Alternatively, actually, you could also instead of Pop and Kylie being the ones like in episode 2 that were they got scared off by Empress, have it be Pop and Marwick instead, or Sally and I don't know whether Marwick's new name is going to be basically.
I have no thoughts on this. It's just beautiful and unbeautiful at the same time. That's my only final thought.
Also, I did talk to William about this. So I asked William how come Pop, like the fake Pop, doesn't have like a P name. Like I'm surprised he went with Sally because Sally is such a different name, such a different vibe than Pop Josephine.
Well, Connor's different to Julius and Kimberly's different to Raina. The only one who has a similar name is Kenna to Morwenna.
But like I was like, why is it so different? He's like, I don't know, random name generator. I was like, oh. I was like, dang. I was like, you should have did something like Patricia or something.
That's a classic.
Give it a similar vibe, to Pop Josephine. Or hey, you could have named her something like, what would have been cool? Like, what would be like a cool short name that's very unique, kind of like Pop, but like would be very unique.
Well, back in the day, Jay
Doll.
actually gave Pop a. Jay
Like,
gave Pop an actual copycat who was named Pip, but aside from that,
oh, that would have been awesome. Actually, naming her Pip.
yeah.
Oh wait, Mutant Girl idea eventually. A girl starts looking up to Pop, and her name is Pip.
Mhm.
That actually could be a Mutant Girl concept that we do eventually. Like she looks at the Poppy and her name's like Pip or something, or her name isn't, her name isn't actually Pip, but she just starts going by Pip. Like maybe her name's like Piper or something, but she goes by Pip instead because Piper, Pip. I don't know, something like that.
Wow. Yeah. Awesome video. Yeah. And
The designs are honestly, the designs are kind of not great, but
I can again. The motivation behind this was ultimately to test out the exactly.
Hey,
so I can see why it aligns a bit more with with actual Mutant Girl rather than the copycat versions that we had before.
The writing was actually pretty decent in this. Like I would say overall the writing was pretty decent. Like I do quite enjoy the writing, especially because William said that there was no script. Keep in mind. So we talked about it briefly. He said there was no script to me, that he was just kind of doing this off the cuff. So I'm like, it's actually kind of impressive, actually. If it's off the cuff, very impressive.
I still, yeah, okay. I suppose mechanically speaking, I still don't recommend that particular method. It worked out this time, but I wouldn't continue it.
Okay, well, there's a difference between not recommending it and acknowledging that, hey, he did something off the cuff, and it did actually work this time. It doesn't always work, but it can theoretically work.
It's kind of like where like if you could use like Akira Toriyama as an example of somebody who's able to make up like story beats and kind of tie them together in a way and like make it look very natural, like it's like the progress of things. Most people don't have that ability right off the bat. So for most gacha tubers, it's definitely not the strategy to follow. But yeah, a lot of them do it. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, should we probably go ahead and go so we can hear about this tea?
Yep. Apparently, and also apparently Ace wants some of my time as well. Apparently for something else. So
oh my god, I need Jacob for a song. Okay.
I mean, you technically don't because I finished the one that you wanted me to work on.
I need Jacob for writing a song.
Mm-hmm.
Caca.
Maybe we can do that in tea time chat. We can do that afterwards.
You get to hear me and Jacob writing a parody for an Aphmo character. That'd be a very awkward thing.
Oh my god.
Actually, Bon would be pretty good at that, though. Honestly, like Bon would be pretty good at that.
Anyways, Jacob, say the thing. Do the thing.
All right, please leave a like or dislike because
your opinion matters.
And subscribe
if you haven't done so already. Until next time.
Yeah.
Farewell.